Welcome in, YouTube. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. What's going on, TikTok? What's going on, TikTok? Happy Friday. Come on in. When y'all come into the live stream, make sure you hit the like button on the video. TikTok, I'm gonna need y'all to get the likes up. FB, y'all get the likes up as well and engage with me. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Come on in. Listen, y'all. I've been reading my comments and my videos, and people is tired. People is tired of working a 9 to 5. And I get it. I get it, because that was me too, y'all. That was me at one point. That was me at one point. Hold on, let me make sure I can see the comments. Mia said, "Hey Lane, I just got my first client today. Thank you." What? Listen, my students already popping it. We just got in the live. I know that's right, Mia. Listen, we got some real heavy hitters in the chat. My students is really doing their biggest one. I'm really teaching my students how to get paid from helping people and providing safe housing. And what I tell people is no greater feeling than to know that you getting paid to do your purpose. And that's what I do, y'all. And I love it here. Period, Mia. Mia, where you located? Let the people know where you located. We got some real heavy hitters in the chat. And that's why I tell y'all, it's time for y'all to block out the noise and go all in on yourself. You sitting here waiting on the sidelines, watching everybody else start their businesses, take off, and you still sitting behind the screen at your 9 to 5, twiddling your thumbs. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Like, what we doing, y'all? It's 2026. Like, what are we really doing? Raleigh, North Carolina. Period, Mia. We got Raleigh, North Carolina in the chat doing their biggest one, y'all. When I tell y'all I got students all across the US that's doing their biggest one, I'm based in Atlanta and I'm doing my biggest one here, but I got students in North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Louisiana, Cali, Delaware. Honestly, y'all, the success is endless. Hey, Nicole. We got Indiana in the chat. Some of my students in Indiana popping it on y'all. Listen, there is no excuse for you to go after what you want in life. All because of the event. You was at the Raleigh event, Mia. Listen, y'all, that's why y'all need to get into the room. The next event is going to be in Tampa. And y'all be sleeping on these in-person events. The in-person events are really next level. Hey, Sway. Hey, Cut from a Different Cloth. Welcome in, y'all. YouTube, hit the likes up for me. TikTok, y'all hit the likes on the screen for me too. But that's just, listen, the success speaks volumes. And that's what I tell y'all. When a person is really having motion and really putting people in position to win, there's going to be receipts. There's going to be success evident. So that's why I come on here every night and teach y'all the sky is the limit for y'all. What's possible for y'all, because I have students that have started with no experience. Mia, did you have any experience with housing the homeless before you started? Listen, y'all, none of us had no experience. So I don't want to hear none of y'all excuses. You ain't got to be no nurse, no CNA. We are really everyday people coming into this field with no medical background, just regular everyday people that's coming in here doing their biggest one, pouring back into the community and becoming financially free. That's what it's about. And that's why I get on here and teach y'all. Anybody could get paid to house the homeless. It's not rocket science, y'all. But your mindset got to be right and your intentions got to be pure. If your intentions is not right, this ain't going to work for you. Lane. Period. No housing experience. So right there, y'all, you see the material. My students is coming in the game with zero experience. No experience needed. Somebody dropped no experience in the chat. Like, you don't need experience. Y'all be overthinking. Oh, do I gotta get certified? Do I have to go to zoning? Do I have to do this, and that? No, all you need to do is lock in, invest in a good mentor, and take action. The rest is the sky is the limit, honestly. Period. No experience needed. No experience needed. And that's why I get on here and tell y'all homelessness is everywhere. Homelessness, check your DM. Okay. Yeah, Nicole, don't be money hungry. That's another thing, y'all. That's another thing. In this business, the money will definitely start moneying, but you have to have the right intentions, because We are still housing a vulnerable population. We're housing a really vulnerable population. And these people, you have to treat people like people. Uh, so yeah, that's that on that. I'm gonna check my DMs when I get off of here. But welcome to the live, everybody. This is your first time seeing me. My name is Lane. I'm based in Atlanta. I teach you guys how to get paid from housing the homeless through starting your own housing program. Anybody can start up a housing program, y'all. You don't have to be nobody special. You don't have to be a nurse, a CNA. You don't have to have no 24-hour staff. I take everyday people, regular 9 to 5ers, and I make them impactful earners by starting their own housing program and housing homeless individuals that have guaranteed income. So that's what I teach y'all, how to set these up in your cities and your states, because homelessness is everywhere, y'all. Not just in major cities like Atlanta or Charlotte. Even Mia, she's in Raleigh. So even if you're in like a smaller city, y'all, there's homelessness there. People need to be housed. So that's why I teach you guys how to set up safe and structured living environments for these people to call home. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you need to start a housing program. Number one, anybody can do this. So you can even be a felon. If you a felon, you got a background, that's not stopping nothing. I have students, y'all, that are felons. I have students, y'all, that are felons and are in this business doing a biggest one and got multiple houses up and running. Entrepreneurship is the only thing in this country that you can really come in with no experience and turn it around for yourself. Ain't no 9 to 5 going to give you this type of freedom, y'all. Ain't no 9 to 5 giving you this type of freedom, time freedom, money freedom. When you start a business, there are no limits on what you can do. And I was reading this comment on one of my YouTube videos today, right? So I like to look at y'all comments, and I understand that y'all tired of working y'all 9 to 5, but it gets to a point where you have to do something about it. Yeah, we can say I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this, but what are you really what are you really doing to say that you're tired? Are you investing in knowledge to learn a new skill? Are you putting the work in to get your business off the ground? Because if not, that cycle is going to keep repeating itself. And somebody commented on my YouTube video. I don't know if she's in the chat tonight, but she said, let me pull it up. And it kind of took me back to when I used to work my 9 to 5, y'all, because I used to work a 9 to 5 too back in, what was it? 2021 is when I officially stepped out on faith and quit my job. But back in 2021, before I started this business, y'all, she said, I still work a 9 to 5. I needed this today. I'm watching the replay, and I had a small but very significant situation happen today with my boss. I am so done with working for people. It gets to a point where you got to get tired of your everyday cycle and do something different. So that's why I come on here and teach you guys that you can get paid for your purpose. You don't got to be tied to no desk. You ain't got to be sitting here miserable at work. You can have options in life, but y'all going to have to start a business. You have to start a business, and the business or have some type of vehicle that's going to give you the financial freedom and the time freedom. And the vehicle that it was for me, y'all, it was housing, independent housing. This is not a group home. This is not a personal care home. This is not an assisted living. And this is not a nursing home. So, what is independent housing? A lot of people think that when they hear independent housing, oh, do I got to go through zoning? Da, da, da. No. Independent housing, some people call it independent living, co living, shared housing. But the key thing is, y'all, we are only providing a safe and structured living environment for people to call home. You don't have to give them 3 meals a day. So if you thinking you got to sit here and babysit grown adults, this ain't that. You don't have to go through zoning to get certified. So what does that mean? Anybody can set this up. You don't have to ask for permission and say, "Hey, do I have permission to set this housing up in my city? Can I have more than 6 unrelated people?" You don't have to do that, y'all. I walk my students through the game plan from A to Z. And as you can see, I got students in the chat that ran it and they did it and they got houses up and running with people in their houses right now. So that's the thing. Anybody can start up independent housing. Nobody's coming to check your credentials saying, oh, let me see how many people you have up in here. We need to inspect your home. Nobody's coming to inspect your homes, y'all. We are not running a group home. So let me tell y'all, in my chat, that word is banned. Group, there is no group home. So don't say that word here because a lot of times y'all get entity, y'all start calling the city and saying the wrong language. The rule number one, you have to change your language in this business. This is not a group home, y'all. So you don't have to call the city and say, oh, I'm trying to set up a group home, because when them people hear group home, guess what they thinking? They thinking you giving out medication. They thinking that you need to sit here and give them 3 meals a day. This ain't that. This is way less hands-on, y'all. Listen, my houses, I'm based in Atlanta. I got 6 houses and 49 beds. My houses run itself. I don't have to sit here and babysit grown people. The house is going to run whether you there or not. And that's why I teach you guys how to structure your housing to where you don't have to be there. These are grown, independent people that don't need you to do anything for them. The only thing they need for you is to give them a chance and let them come into your housing and have a safe place to call home. Have a safe place to call home. Let me tell y'all a story about one of my guys, right, y'all? So y'all know I have 6 houses, right? And this is the thing. When y'all hear the word homeless, y'all be swearing that homeless people don't have money. These homeless people have money, y'all. And let me tell you, so let me tell you about my newest guy, right? So my newest client that came in, he came in last month. He came in off the street. How about this man? He get a check every single month, and that's why I teach my students in my program how to find homeless people that have money. Because listen, y'all, the homeless people that I'm talking about, I'm not telling y'all about the homeless people holding the street signs like this. Those are not the ones. Well, I'm gonna get to my story in a minute. But the homeless people that I'm talking about, y'all, they don't look like that. These are people that are seniors, they're veterans. These are people that are working jobs, but they just don't have nowhere to stay, don't have family. So let's backtrack to my newest person that I have in my housing, right? So he came from a referral. One of these ladies that I know, she sent him. So, and here's the thing, y'all, it's so funny. So this man, a lot of times, so different people in the housing programs do different things, right? Some people may go out to a day program. Some people may go to their little appointments, and then they come home at the end of the day. So we not really babysitting these people, y'all. These are grown people that can go and come as they please. As long as they're living by the rules of the house, they can come and go as they please. So this one guy, I always noticed that he would leave the house super early, right? And I know seniors like to get up early and leave, but this man will always leave at like 6 in the morning, and then he always come back home because we have cameras, y'all. So I teach my students how to set their cameras up so you can kind of keep eyes on your property. So he will always come home like real late in the evening, like 7 o'clock at night. Listen, and this is why I tell y'all shared housing is the way, because let me say this, we do not do private rooms, y'all. This is shared rooms. When you have shared housing, it's more so like a family environment. Everybody know everybody business. So come to find out, the man going out there panhandling, y'all. This is he is not homeless anymore, but he's staying in the housing program. He get up every single morning, go out there, stand on the street corner, ask for money. And come to find out, this man get a check every single month, and he's staying at the housing. And recently, and listen, y'all, I just checked the cameras like today. I noticed a car. Most of my people don't got cars, right? A lot of y'all be asking, what if they got cars with it? Half these people are not, they don't have cars. So this man get up every single day and go out there with panhandling for the money. Listen, y'all, I went and looked at the cameras this morning. I said, what's this Mercedes? What's this car sitting in the driveway? Because nobody at that house drive. So I'm like, what the heck? Who the heck car is this? I went to go asking around. Guess what, y'all? The panhandling man done got him a car. Out there asking for money so y'all be sitting here thinking these homeless people don't have money. This man go out there panhandling every single morning and got him a Mercedes station wagon in the daggone. Let me show y'all. Y'all think I'm playing. Let me show y'all this. We were like, who car is that? And he was like, okay, so the veteran, he was like, that's my roommate car. We like, what? This man, listen, y'all be thinking these homeless people ain't got no money. They got money. Let me show y'all the car. And it's nice too. It's a nice little Mercedes station wagon. I said, what the heck? But look, that just go to show y'all, change your view of homeless people, y'all. And this is him right here. Let me show y'all. This is the car, right? And this is him. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. I'm showing YouTube first. This is him walking in the house, and this is the Mercedes station wagon, y'all. He is not playing. He is not playing. He go out every single morning panhandling, and then got him a car last week. So that just goes to show you that, listen, people are in need of housing, and they not trying to have no whole apartment. This man that went and got him a car, and he in the shared room. So that's why I teach y'all, give back to your community, set up these shared housing. People are in need of a safe place to call home. And sometimes these people don't make the best decisions in life, but I don't know. I guess he'd rather have a car than have his own place. But everybody got different situations. That's why I tell y'all, there are so many people out here that are in need of a safe place to call home. And the people that you thinking is homeless, they got money. So stop thinking that homeless people don't have money, y'all. That's why I was like cracking up, like, what the heck? A whole station wagon. Like, what you doing with that car? So here's the thing. So I teach you guys how to find homeless individuals that have guaranteed income. What is guaranteed income? So a lot of the people that we house, they get money every single month from the government. And that's Social Security, disability, VA benefits, retirement. Some of them work jobs. As y'all see, he go out there every single morning and panhandle. He done got him a brand new station wagon Mercedes. So those are the people that we go after, y'all. I don't teach you to go after homeless people that don't have money. This is not charity, y'all. This is not a nonprofit. We get paid for what we do. So that's how I teach you guys. You don't have to set up no nonprofit. You can be a for-profit and get paid to help people. These are people that still need a roof over their head. So you might be thinking, why would somebody choose to live in a shared housing and rather go out and get their own place or their own apartment? Listen, y'all, a lot of the people in the demographic that we house and that we serve, they don't have good credit. They're on a fixed income. And as you can see, he go out there panhandling. There's no way that you can claim that type of income to qualify for an apartment. And another thing, some of the individuals that we house, y'all, they have backgrounds. So they have felonies, some of them on a parole, probation. And here's the thing. The impact comes in because we offer second chance housing to these individuals that are in need. The people that we serve, y'all, regular landlords are not housing those people. Those regular landlords would never approve the people that we house to stay in their houses or their whatever they have. And that's where we come into play. And y'all know the economy that we living in now, everything is high. Shared living is a new wave, y'all. We ain't setting up group homes no more. Group homes is done up. Personal care homes is done up. Assisted living is done up. And as you can see, he is able-bodied. So that's why I teach you guys to go after high-functioning, independent people that can do for themselves, that can bathe themselves up. They can take their own medication. They can make their own food. That's what the difference is, y'all. YouTube, I'm going to need for you guys to hit the thumbs up on the live stream. That's how you get me boosted out into the algorithm. So I'm going to need to see at least 30 likes if y'all want me to continue. So if y'all want me to, hey Lane, I have a potential occupant, a lady that's independent, but have seizures a lot. Would you? So, all right, here's the thing, y'all. Everybody is not going to be a good fit for independent housing. So you have to do your own screenings in the beginning to make sure that this individual that you're accepting is a good fit. Sometimes people that are trying to get into independent housing or independent living, they need to really be in a group home, y'all. So you're going to have to be careful. And that's how we're able to operate without licenses, without being certified or zoned, because we are housing a high functioning demographic. So you want to be careful about the people that you accept in. Now, if you get somebody and they need a lot of attention, they need monitoring, this ain't the place. That's not going to be a good fit for independent housing, y'all. Like I told you, the key word, independent. Everybody drop independent in the chat. Everybody drop independent in the chat, because I want to get this through y'all head. We are not housing people that need to be monitored like babies. Independent. I want y'all to keep that in your brain. When y'all want to start up your housing program, when you want to go out and find clients, independent, independent. So what is independent, y'all? Independent means that they can take their own medication. They can go in the kitchen and make them a bowl of cereal, make them a sandwich. They don't need you babysitting them. They can go and bathe themselves up. Those are the people that we take, y'all. So be very careful that when you get started, you're not out here trying to take nursing home people that need. No, this ain't that. This ain't that. So you're going to have to be very careful and do your screenings to make sure that that person is a good fit for your housing program. So if you guys ever had a desire to get paid from housing veterans, seniors, people that are disabled but can still live independently, you need to be considering starting you a housing program. This is a new wave, y'all. We're not starting up group homes no more. That's finished. We're not starting up personal care homes no more. That's done up. We're not starting up assisted livings. Why are we not starting those things? Because everyday people like me or you that don't have 40K sitting in the bank to go start a group home, you don't need that for this business, y'all. Drop funding if you want me to teach you guys how much money it really takes to get started in this business, because you really don't need a whole lot of money, y'all. Drop funding if you want me to teach you how much money that you're gonna need to get you a house up and running. All right. We're gonna interact this live, y'all. Keep the likes coming. YouTube, hit the likes up on the thumbs up. Great question. Funding. So when it comes to funding and getting your first house, some people start with the houses that they own. So for any of my homeowners that's in the chat, start with the house that you already have. However, if you are not a homeowner, which was like me, when I started this business, I did not have access to property. I had to go out there and rent to start my housing program, and that's okay too. So kind of think of it like Airbnb. You know, when people was doing Airbnb, you was going out and getting a sublease. Think of it like that, y'all. So yes, you can still go out there and get permission to sublease from a landlord. So that's what the difference is. Now, when it comes to how much money you're going to need, honestly, it's subjective on the cost of living in your area. So I don't know what rent is in your area. So I want y'all to drop in the comments how much is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom in your area? And wherever you located, drop the price or the going rate of rent for a 4-bed, 2-bath. I know here in Atlanta is anywhere between 1,700 to 2,000. 1,700 to 2,000. But when I first got started, y'all, my rent was 1,850. 1,800 for 4K. Where are you located? What? 5K? 5K for a 4-2? Where is y'all at? YouTube, are y'all how much is a 4-2 in y'all area? Connecticut. Oh yeah, Connecticut makes sense. So for some of my people that's in like the Northeast, 4,950. Geez, that sounds like the West Coast over there. Philly, Tampa, 1,750. Yeah. So honestly, y'all, it just depends on where you're located. And some people even get started with a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So if you in the area where the cost of living is a little higher, you might need to start out with a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Yeah, they said for rent, that's high. What? Germantown, Maryland. But yes, y'all, but here's the thing. You can actually get a house without putting no money down. You can definitely get a house, because I've had one of my business besties, y'all. She started this business and she was able to get into a house with a landlord with no money down. And the landlord actually let her pay on the back end. But it's all about that mouthpiece. You gotta work it. You're gonna have to know what to say to them. So that's what the difference is. So honestly, I try to tell people the realistic number to get started with your very first house. Honestly, it should be under 6K, 6K or under. I say it might go to 10K if you like on the West Coast and you where the cost of living is a little higher. But ideally, screen froze. Ideally, you can get started with under 6K, y'all. So I know the tax money is coming. I know the tax is about to hit. Honestly, A housing is going to be the best investment. Rent in the house is going to be the best bang for your buck, y'all. Now, let me tell y'all how we get paid. In this business, we get paid by the bed. So drop bed in the chat. Drop bed in the chat. I'm going to teach you guys how to price your beds. Michigan. Drop bed in the chat. I'm going to show y'all how much you can get per bed in your area. And I'm going to let y'all know what I charge by the bed. I'm going to need some interaction. FB. Okay, it's slow over here. Perfect. Good job. Now here, listen, y'all, the way we get paid in this business is by the bed. So we don't get paid by the room. I know a lot of people thinking, oh, this is like renting out rooms, pass split. This ain't that, y'all. We put a minimum of 2 people in one room. Let me show you what I mean. We put a minimum of 2 grown adults in one room to share a room. And yes, there are independent, high-functioning adults that are willing to share a room with someone else. Why is that? Because they have no choice, y'all. This is how we get paid, y'all. By the bed. By the bed, not by the bedroom. You're not making no money renting out private rooms. If anybody tell you they're making money renting out private rooms, they lying. They lying. What I tell y'all is the more people we help, the more money you can make. And on this channel, I teach you how to get paid from helping others. And there's nothing wrong with getting paid to help others. So don't let nobody tell you otherwise. That's the best feeling in the world, to know that you actually helping somebody and you getting paid for it. So no, y'all, you don't have to be no nonprofit. This is not this is for profit. This ain't no charity work. This is actually for profit, y'all. Amen. Period. Period. So this ain't charity work, y'all. So we get paid by the bed. Now, with these beds, depending on where you're located, you can charge anywhere between, some people charge as low as $500 per bed up to $1,200 per bed. Now, what makes a difference? Tequila, so I didn't watch the replay for it, so I'm cracking up. Now, what makes a difference in what you can charge, y'all, is just your area and your cost of living. So in my area in Atlanta, y'all, my bed price is $750 per bed. So one bedroom gets me $1,500. One room. And that's why I tell y'all, we ain't renting out no private rooms no more. Private rooms is over with. This ain't no pass split. This ain't no what else they call it. I don't teach you guys how to put rooms on FB Marketplace. That ain't nothing but a headache. Let me tell y'all, the biggest mistake that when I first got started was renting out private rooms. Y'all be so scared about squatters. The only people that squatting y'all is in private room people. Let me show you. Listen, y'all, when I first got started, my biggest mistake was renting out private rooms. And this is how they would have the room. And I do inspections, y'all. Just nasty. Living how they want to live. Like, that's why I don't do private rooms, y'all. This was in the beginning before I had my structure down packed. But now I run a strict program. This ain't going down no more. But this is why I tell y'all, you want to stay away from private rooms because there is no accountability in private rooms. When I first started this business back in 2021, y'all, I had a lady selling cat out the room. She had about 20 guys one night. That's why you don't do private rooms, y'all. There is no control over what goes on behind them doors. No control. Now, now when you have a shared room, for these people, it's more accountability. Ain't no way in the world somebody gonna be selling. Yes. I know you are. I'm dead serious, y'all. I am so for real. That's what private rooms get y'all every single time. They be back in them rooms getting high, 20 different guys in one night. Bringing straight to the house. I said, are you crazy? And I didn't know it until one of the guys in the house told me, I put 3 to a room. You could do that too. But I didn't know until one of the guys told me. He was like, you might need to check the cameras. Cause yeah, y'all, we have cameras, but I don't sit there and babysit them cameras every night. Like after a point, I live my life and I periodically check the cameras like maybe the next day and make sure everybody good. But the one of the other guys like, I think you need to check the cameras because she had a whole bunch of guys one night and that ain't safe for the house. And he know most people know what's going on. When you see a whole bunch of people, you know something going on. It's either you do it, but if you gonna do that, take that to the hotel. Don't bring that to the house, putting the whole house at risk. Imagine if one of her transactions went wrong, they would have came and sprayed the whole house up. Like, what is wrong with you? You don't do that where you lay your head. These people are crazy. And that's why I tell y'all, them private rooms ain't what. Yuck. I'm cracking up. Yuck. I promise it is disgusting. Like, how you going to bring that to where you lay your head at? Now, imagine if they trying to come after you. They know right where you live and everything. But I was like, and listen, y'all, those were the private rooms. So you want to deal with them problems, be my guest. But this ain't that. That's why I teach y'all shared rooms. When you have shared rooms, it weeds out a lot of the riffraff. And them people that rent private rooms, y'all, they be so entitled. They be so entitled thinking like, oh, I pay my rent. I could do what I want to do. This ain't that. You ain't paying rent up in here, y'all. That's why I teach my students, structure your housing as a program. When you structure your house as a program, y'all, you have way more control over what goes on. And here's the thing. So what is a program? So kind of think of it like Airbnb, y'all. So I don't know if any of y'all stayed at an Airbnb before, but when you stay at an Airbnb, you have to follow their house rules. If you don't follow their house rules, you go in that person's house throwing house parties, bringing excessive guests, they will have you escorted off the premises. It's the same concept, y'all. The same concept with our housing program. You create your own program how you see fit. You can make it as strict as you like or as lenient as you like. And that's where the impact come in, y'all. That's where girl, she was trying to keep her a place. She was getting her rent. No, she got a check every month. So she already was paying her rent with her check. So it's like, now you doing this extra stuff, probably doing that, but charging $40 a pop. Doing all that for $40 is crazy. Doing all of that for $40 is crazy, but her rent was paid every month because she get a check. And that's why I teach y'all, go after these individuals that get guaranteed income because you ain't got to chase them down for no money. But she was just being greedy. She was just being greedy. Out here got 20 guys in one night. Like, what is you doing? And then when I confronted her about it, right? She was like, oh, those is my sons. Yes, sons? You got that many sons? And why they coming at that time of the night? Like, she thought I was a green bean. Like, you really think I'm green? Like, no. And listen, y'all, I had to put that lady out. And guess what? I ain't take her to no eviction court. She got out. I ain't taking her to no eviction court. I told her, I said, you need to be out by this day. We not renewing you for next month. And guess what? That's the only person that gave me some pushback, y'all. Even though she gave me pushback, guess what? I still ain't take her to no eviction court. I got her up out of there. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I did. I'm gonna reserve that for my students. That's why you need to become a student. But when you're running a housing program, y'all, all of that eviction stuff, that means nothing to me. It means nothing because when you came into this program, you signed the rules that there are no visitors, that you're going to abide by these rules. And if you don't, you will be terminated from the program. A green bean. Yeah. So they know what they're getting into when they come in the program, y'all. This is not a surprise. Now it's different if you got somebody signing the lease and they just like, oh, well, I didn't know I was supposed to be. No, none of this is hidden, y'all. When they come into the program, the rules are laid out for them. And that's why I have my rules in my bundle because some people are like, well, I don't know what to tell them. What kind of rules? You have to have structure for the population that we serve because if not, they will wild out. They will have visitors up in there. They'll be in there getting high. They'll be in there doing all type of crazy things. And this is where the impact come in, y'all. I don't teach y'all to set up trap houses. I teach y'all to set up impactful housing programs where you are helping your community because this is a safe and structured living environment and you're getting paid for this. You're becoming financially free. We're not getting no grants, y'all. So if somebody telling you that you need grants to start this up, that's a lie. This is guaranteed income. The individuals that we house, y'all, they have their own money. Even though she was selling cat out the room, she still got a check every single month. What do you need a grant for? If you're housing people that got guaranteed money, why would you need a grant? Somebody type no grant in the chat. No grant in the chat. Type it. Y'all don't need grants for this business. I'm gonna need for y'all to get that through y'all head. You do not need a grant to run this business. Anybody telling you that you do is a liar. You don't need no grant. When y'all stick to the blueprint that I give you guys in the program, finding individuals that have their own money, what do you need grants for? For what? And another thing, if somebody tell you that they need grant, that grant is only going to house a person for maybe 30 to 60 days. What happens when that 60 days is up? Now you're going to have to get them out and get somebody else in the bed. Nobody got time for all of that. That's why when you stick to the program and you stick to how I teach you guys, people with guaranteed income, you ain't got to deal with all that headache. No grant needed. So when y'all asking about funding, they are fully funded themselves. Everybody is self-pay. Self-pay. So that's what the difference is, y'all. I want y'all to get these keywords through y'all head. Homeless people have money. That's number one. So let's change our view of homeless people. Homeless people have money. Number two, you don't need no grants to get started in this business. The people that we house have their own money, y'all. They have their own money. No security charge. Nope, you don't even need no deposits. You don't need to charge them no deposits either. But that's the thing. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of y'all don't know that this opportunity is available. Y'all thinking that y'all got to go out here and start up group homes. Y'all think y'all got to go out here and start up personal care homes to get to where you got to go. Listen, the title of this live, you got to block out the noise and go all in on your dream, on your vision. It don't matter how you got to get there, but the key thing is to get there. You want to lead a 9 to 5? What vehicle are you going to use to lead at 9 to 5? That vehicle, y'all, is going to be a business. And the business that has made me financially free is this business right here, independent housing. And I still have my houses up and running to this day, y'all. I'm not just on here teaching y'all something that I don't do in real life. This is my real life. I have 6 homes, 49 beds. I teach you guys how to get paid by the bed. That's what the difference is. This ain't no private rooms. This ain't no pad split. This is real impact, real income, real motion being had. And my students is really doing their biggest one in this chat because I've had students that have started with no experience. No experience needed, y'all. An everyday person. I don't know if Majesty is in the chat, but Majesty is single mother. Single mother. She out here watching me just the same way that y'all watching me. She was door dashing. She took a risk, bet on herself, started her housing program. Guess what? She got 3 houses up and running right now in Arizona. So I don't want to hear none of y'all excuses. You got single mothers out here out working, y'all. Another one of my students, Kaya. Kaya is a felon, y'all. She's a felon. So for the guys out there that got backgrounds, even the ladies, you can be a felon and start this business. That don't stop nothing. This is not a group home, y'all. This is not a personal care home or an assisted living that you got to get credentialed, that they got to run your background check. Nobody's coming to check your credentials. Nobody's coming to clock your teeth. As long as you focus on providing a safe and structured living environment for these people, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And that's why I teach my students that even though this industry is not regulated, y'all, still move with decency. Still move with decency and still move with integrity, because a lot of people get into this business, they start calculating bed prices and they start seeing the dollar signs. Oh, there go Majesty. I was just bringing you up. Some people, when they start counting the beds, so let me show y'all how easy it is to get to 10K months in this business, because anybody can get to 10K months in this business, y'all. Honestly, 2 houses can get you to 10K a month. And I want y'all to drop in the chat, 10K is my new normal. I want y'all to start affirming some things for yourself in this chat. We walking into our wealthy era for 2026, but you're going to have to affirm it for yourself. Put in the chat, 10K is my new normal, even if it isn't. We're going to speak it. Let's start there. Let's in the chat, 10K is my new normal. I want y'all to speak that over yourself right now. I want y'all to speak that over yourself right now. Period. We putting that in the atmosphere. We putting that in the atmosphere. 10K is your new normal. That part. That part. That part. Now, let me show y'all how to get to 10K. Let me honestly, y'all, it's just a numbers game. It's just a number game. Let me show you how to get to 10K in this business as a housing provider. Now, remember, I teach y'all, we get paid by the bed. We don't get paid by the room. We get paid by the bed. So it's simple math. In Atlanta, so my bed price is $750, y'all. So let's do some math. And typically, I have most of my homes are 4-2. So a 4-2 is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Period, y'all. I know that's right. Make y'all affirmations in the chat. I love that. So my typical home, y'all, is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And like I told y'all, we do shared rooms, 2 people to 1 room. So in a 4-2, you can get a minimum of 8 people if you do it right. If your house is big enough, if it's spacious enough, you should get at least 8 people in that house. And so let's do some math. So 8 times 750. 8 times 750, y'all, that's 6K. That's 6K for one house. And honestly, y'all, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. So I got a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, right? I got 10 beds in that house. But it sounds crazy, but the house is so spacious. So some houses you might could get more than 8 beds, but I try to give y'all like more realistic numbers. So let's say a minimum of 8 beds in the 4-2, right? If you're charging everybody $750 a bed, you should be getting 6K, y'all. Thank you for the gifts. You should be getting 6K from that one house. Now you might be thinking, oh, well, I got to pay bills and rent. Listen, y'all, rent shouldn't be no more than $1,850, $2,000. So my rent is $1,850. So let's take away $1,850. So you're going to be left with $4,150. That's still good money, y'all. Some of y'all not seeing this at y'all 9 to 5, but let's be so for real. Some of y'all not seeing this at y'all 9 to 5. So not too much. Not too much on my 4,150. Not too much on my 4,150 because we still doing good. Now, even with your 4,150, you might be thinking, well, what about utilities and bills and all that stuff? Listen, y'all, I tell my students that you do not want to go over $500 in utilities. Like most of my bills at the houses, they're typically not more than $500. So at least budget out anywhere between 500 to 800 in utilities on the higher range. But even if we take out 550, I mean 500, y'all, let me show you. Even if we take out 500 from the profit, we're still left with 3650, all profit. This is all profit, y'all. Imagine having a stream of income that's making over 3K. The landlords is not even making this, y'all. So don't tell my landlord this, but my landlord is not even making this from me. Most private landlords are making like $300 over their mortgage. So we is really the cheat code. I'm really giving y'all the cheat code when it comes to getting paid through housing the homeless. So, and that's just one house. So even if we looking at gross, right? Even if we looking at gross, so let's say we're looking at gross, eight bodies, 8 beds to get you 6K. Let's do 16 people. 16 people at 750 is what, y'all? 12K. 12K a month. You see how easy and simple math it is to be able to reach 10K a month in housing the homeless. All you need is 2 homes minimum. All you need is 2 homes, y'all. And even though you got to pay rent and stuff, even let's just say that take home out of that 12K, let's just say that take home is 9K, y'all. That's still good money. Most of y'all not getting that at y'all 9 to 5. Like, what are we talking about? And this is money that you do not have to trade your time. That this is not money that you have to sit at a desk and go do Amazon packages. This ain't that. This is you setting up a house one time, y'all. So kind of think of it like Airbnb. So you're setting up a house one time, furnishing it for these individuals, and they are paying every single month because they need a roof over their head. They need a roof over their head. So that's what the difference is. You don't have to slave over this. One house that's set up with the right people can stay generating you money like clockwork without you even owning a property. And that's what the difference is. So I try to put y'all onto something new. Like, you don't gotta start no group home to get to where you gotta go in life. You don't gotta start no personal care home. There's ways around that. And I was just like y'all when I first got started. I was working an office job. I was working at a bank, but I was working in the back office. And I used to always be like, man, I want to start me up a group home. I want to start me up this. But then when you start hearing all the things it take to start up a group home, I'm like, what the heck? You gotta sit here. You gotta have experience. You got to have 40K in the bank. Every average, everyday person, where in the world can you start a business? Who's going to have 40K laying around? One of my students, Majesty, is a single mother. She had no experience. She was door dashing before this. That's proof that anybody can start this up. You can even be a felon fresh out of prison. One of my newest students, I don't know if you in the chat, Tony, but Tony just came home like a month ago, y'all. He invested in a replay. He already got approved for a house. That should tell y'all something. Entrepreneurship is what's going to take you far in this life. Ain't no 9 to 5 giving you this type of opportunity, this type of freedom. And we really running it up and pouring back into the community. There is no limits when it comes to independent housing, y'all. Anybody could win. As long as you got that work ethic, as long as you got the mindset that you're not going to quit, listen, it's to the top. We got single mothers out here outworking a lot of y'all. I don't even have children. Majesty outworking me. She a single mom, really out here making it happen. We got people that's just coming home from prison that invested in themselves, and y'all sitting here still, oh, the price is too high. Y'all sitting here playing around. Somebody just came home from prison and got a property already with a felony. Make it make sense. Like what are we doing? You don't want it bad enough. You sitting here letting your excuses take over. You letting your fear take over. And we got people out here that's doing their biggest one. Who that? I help people start group homes, and let me tell you, this is way easier. That part, way easier, y'all. I give y'all a business model, which is independent housing, that anybody can come in and win. There is no limitation for you. As long as you got a pure intention, the right mindset, anybody can win in independent housing. You don't have to be no nurse. You don't have to be no CNA. You don't have to have 24-hour care. What other business can you start that give you this type of financial freedom? 10K months with no experience, no background, with a background, like, it's not possible. If anybody can tell you they got a better way, show me. Show me. And this is another thing, y'all. You don't have to be on social media to grow your business. And that's a lot of mistakes that I see on the internet. People be on here building a housing program. Then they start posting their flyers online. That's not how you do it. I teach my students how to go out here and how to build their housing program in silence in their community, make a difference, build a name for themselves, get their houses filled, rinse and repeat. Listen, y'all, your house set up one time, you rinse and repeat, you get a second house. Rinse and repeat, do your third house. Some of y'all freedom number might be 30K a month. Some of y'all freedom, listen, it's simple math, y'all. Find out the number of beds you need to become free and start you a housing program. Simple math. Simple math. So for those that's in the chat tonight that ever had desire to get paid from housing the homeless and that didn't know that there was a way to get started outside of a group home, this is the way, y'all. This is the way. This is a new wave. And this is what I want for everybody. We all can come out here and get it. We all can come out here and get it, but you got to have that work ethic. You got to have a work ethic. You have to know that this ain't something that you just set up one time and, okay, my beds are filled. You have to make a name in your community. And that's where the impact come in, y'all. The impact come in because I teach you how to actually build a reputable business in your community off social media. You ain't got to go on social media and say, hey guys, I have beds available. You ain't got to do that. We really in the field in real life. I teach y'all how to get boots on the ground and get in that field. Ain't nobody playing these internet games. People that's really running successful business. And this is the thing, y'all. I started my business in 2021. I still have my business to this day. My business name holds weight. I never posted. I don't even have a social media page for my housing program. I don't even have a social media account. When I call these facilities up, they be like, oh yeah, we love, we've been working with my company name. We love it. Like my company ring bells in the community, and you would never know that it's my company because it's nobody's business. I teach y'all how to create real, successful, impactful businesses offline. We don't do all these internet games and internet talking. We really in the field with it. We really in the field with it. So if you've ever had desire to become financially free, listen, y'all need to start you a housing program. This is a new wave. Our students is coming in this game and really taking off. Let me show y'all one of my students is let me see where's she at. Let me show y'all some receipts because success leaves clues, and my students is to the top for them every single time. Shelly said, "Yep, I get a lot of calls." And listen, y'all, some of my students is in this chat. Some of my students is in this chat. Let me pull up some receipts on y'all because my students is really winning. We got people that's investing in themselves, putting in the work, and they getting people moved into their homes. We got Edwina, y'all. She got her house. Yesterday, she came on a live. She said she just got her house. She stepped out on faith. Simple, everyday people stepping out on faith, y'all. The success rate is endless, but y'all still playing around, want to work y'all jobs. Y'all still want to complain about how you tired. But what are you doing about being tired? What are you doing about being tired, though? Nothing. You just sitting there talking. It's time to put some action behind them words, y'all. We just made confession earlier in the live that 10K months are my new normal. So what are you going to do to get to those 10K months? What are you going to do to get to those 10K months, y'all? Because it's possible. I make way over 10K a month, but I like to set y'all up with something realistic. And if I'm telling y'all 10K is realistic, that should tell you something in this business. If I'm telling y'all that 10K months is realistic, that should tell you something in this business because the money going to start moneying. But here's the thing, y'all. He said, I can sell ice to an Eskimo. I know I can do this. Listen, you got that mouthpiece on you? Anybody can get it. Anybody can get this work. But listen, y'all, it's not we not just selling dreams, y'all. We really pouring back into our community through providing safe and structured living. And here's the thing. A lot of people they're just thinking about the money, and they setting up these trap houses. They setting up crazy living conditions for these people. Like when you see the type of homes that we run and the type of homes that I run, y'all, they're clean, they're cozy, it's peaceful. And that's why a lot of the people that I house, they never want to leave because they like, I love it here. There was one of my guys I had in the beginning, his name was Reggie, right? Reggie was so funny. And here's the thing, y'all, the clients that we house, they're like big kids. So when they do something wrong, I be threatening I'm gonna put them out, right? So Reggie was like, I don't want to go back to the trap house. I like it here. I like it here. So that's like the laughing joke in my family. Like they'd be like, I don't want to go back to the trap house. Because listen, y'all, everybody don't offer quality housing. And that's why I tell y'all, you might think it's oversaturated. Oh, everybody doing it. Everybody starting up housing programs, but everybody don't offer good quality housing. And that's why I teach my students how to set these up the right way. When these people coming into our homes, we giving them a peace of mind. They actually, half these people, they never lived in a house where there was furniture. Can you believe that? A lot of the people that we house, y'all, they've never lived in a nice decorated place that had furniture. It feels comfortable, it's clean, it's quiet. So we really out here making a difference, y'all. So this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm not gonna be teaching independent housing forever. It's gonna be a season where I'm gonna be on to my next mission. Cause honestly, I'm here for a bigger purpose, and independent housing is just my stepping stone to get in front of you guys. But I got so many other businesses behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. So for those that's in the chat and you asking, well, how can I become a student? How can I join the winning team? Because my students is really winning in real life. And y'all can see them all throughout this chat. Success leaves clues, and you want to invest in a mentor that's really invested in seeing you win. And here's the thing. With all my students, when people become a student under me, they get ongoing mentorship under me and my business partner. We two are the best in the business right now. Ain't nobody giving it up the way we give it up to y'all. So we got students from all across the U.S., North Carolina, South Carolina, Arizona, Florida, Virginia, Delaware, PA, New York, New Jersey. We've had students all throughout our community everywhere, y'all. You need to get on the winning team. Join a community of individuals that really want to see you win. Most people out here, it's a money grab for them. They just want to teach you something. They're not really doing it. They're not really having real experience. When I tell y'all, I've been through almost everything that you could ever imagine in this business. So that's why when my students come to me and they ask questions in the group, I can answer from a place of experience. I've been through everything, y'all. I've been through having to almost I had a guy jump through the window. Like, y'all, it's been some crazy stories I've been through in this business. But guess what? I'm still standing because I'm operating in my purpose. Even though there's some headaches in this business, when you walking in purpose and you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do, you can handle it. You can handle it. So that's why I love what I do. And I teach that to my students. So if you're in the chat and you want to become a student, drop student in the chat. Because I don't normally, I'm about to stop offering mentorship. I'm about to stop offering my packages and my coaching. So if you want to become a student, drop student in the chat. I might open up some spots for y'all, but I'm only going to do like 3 or 4 spots because I don't want too many people. People be playing games, y'all. And there'd be a lot of weird activity. So if you want to become a student, drop student in the chat. And I'll open up a few spots for y'all. All right. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. I took all my programs out my bio, right? But students, it's not there. I'm talking to my grandkids. I'm cracking up. Listen, y'all, I took all my programs on my bio, but being that y'all want me to, I have some people that want to join my community and want to become a student. I'm gonna put it on a discounted rate for y'all. So let me pull up my storefront. Yeah, I took my programs off so y'all could pay attention to my message. So y'all can pay attention to the message and not be distracted. So here's the thing, y'all. The best thing I recommend for you to start with is my bundle. So in my bundle, it walks you from A to Z, how to get paid from housing the homeless, how to start this up in any city in any state, how to find the clients, how to find landlords. I teach you everything you need to be successful in my replay. And the replay is almost 3 hours long. You get access to it for life. It never expires. It's a video, y'all. It's not an ebook. So it's actually a video that you can listen to 1,000 times. Nobody's going to take it away from you. As long as you don't delete it out your email, nobody's going to take it away from you, y'all. Nobody's going to take it away from you. And then also, so I would recommend to get the bundle. So the bundle comes with the replay and it comes with the forms. So the forms is what I use to run a successful housing program. So we don't give out leases, y'all. In those forms, you're going to get the program rules that we give to our people, and all the forms are 100% customizable. 100% customizable. And somebody said script. So the script is inside the replay. So when you get your replay, watch your replay. And listen, y'all, watch the whole thing through. Because y'all be getting a replay and y'all be watching. Y'all just go in there and ask questions. But listen, everything that y'all come in there ask, I promise you, I break it down from A to Z. And then once you invest in the replay or the bundle, you get ongoing coaching through the FB community, but you have to become a student. What's the link? It should be, I think I just posted it here in the group. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a timer on y'all. And the first three people that purchase their bundle, I'm going to give them a free coaching call. But so I'm on 3 platforms right now, y'all. I'm on 3 platforms. The first 3 people to get their bundle is going to get a free coaching call. So even after you watch your replay, you still have questions. Bring your questions to the coaching call. So I don't even offer free coaching, y'all. Only inside the group. But you're going to get a free one-on-one session with me through Zoom. So here's the thing. Let me show you guys how to get the replay. So for my YouTube community, if you click underneath this video, is linked right underneath this video in the description. For my TikTok community, what you're going to do is you're going to click on my profile picture right here in the top right corner. When you click on the top right, it's going to pop out at the bottom. And it's only going to be when I'm on this live. I'm getting off in 5 minutes, y'all. I'm getting off in 5 minutes. So you're going to go to my profile, and this is right here, the Stan Store link. You're going to click the Stan link. And this is the bundle And this is the replay. So everything you need to know to get started is in here, y'all. And we also have Klarna and Afterpay. So if you want to do the payment plan, you're going to click on this button right here, the little K, and you can sign up to get to break it down in installments. Now listen, y'all. One of my students, Majesty, she's a single mother. She was watching me on live, just like you guys are watching me while doing DoorDash. She used Klarna, y'all. She only had to pay $40 that day, and it breaks it up into payments for you. So if you if you want to break it down into payments, I would say get that Klarna and Afterpay, y'all. And if I have any current students in the chat that want to get some forms, drop forms in the chat. I might put the forms on sale for y'all only while I'm on this live. Only while I'm on this live. But listen, don't sleep on Klarna and Afterpay, y'all. For real, for real. And Majesty made her money back and then some. And then some. She got 3 houses up and running. The money is endless at this point. Remember, I told y'all only 2 houses could get you 10K. Only 2 houses you need to get to 10K a month. What if you already have the replay and forms already? Vernitha, are you in the FB community? Are you in the FB community? Because if you're in the FB community, we have free monthly meetups, y'all. First three people. Look, people already getting a bundle. First 3 people to get that bundle. Listen, free coaching call, YouTube forums. Okay, forums. So y'all want the forums. Let me put the forums on sale for y'all. Because I only want to do it if y'all really want it. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to get into the group. Once you let me finish 1 second. I'm gonna show you guys how to. So for everybody that's getting their bundle and their replays, do not leave because I'm gonna show y'all how to get into the community to get your ongoing support. I'm gonna show you how to get into the community to get your ongoing support. All right, so all the students, the forms are currently on sale. So if you already got the replay and you didn't get the forms, then the forms are on sale right now as well. Now on FB, the link should be linked here in my chat. Let me post it up again. Remember, y'all, the first 3 people is getting a free coaching call. So I'm gonna look when I get off of here. Hey, Mark. Klarna says pay $260 up front. It shouldn't. It should break it down for you. Klarna, it should break it down for you. You might not be hitting. There might be like a pay in full option, and there might be but it'll break it down for you into installments. But I think you have to get approved. You have to get approved for it. Can I do it tomorrow? I don't think it's gonna be up tomorrow. Amanda said, I'm giving myself 90 days to get up and running, Lane. I'm ready. Let's go. Listen, let's go. If we get the bundle, yes, the bundle is the best deal because you get the replay and the forms, everything for one price. And it's going to be cheaper that way. Because if you get it separately, it's going to be more money. So that's why I tell everybody the best bang for your buck is the bundle. Yeah, that's the bundle. The bundle is discounted. It's discounted. That's the right price, Rosie. So let me show everybody that's invested in a replay. Let me show you guys how to join the FB community for ongoing support. So even after you get your replay and you still have questions, the community is where you get your questions answered, y'all. We have free monthly meetups. So our next monthly meetup is going to be February the 5th, and it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where everybody can come on the call and ask questions and get the support that they need. We host these for y'all every single month. It's not a month that we don't host a virtual event. You can attend from anywhere. It's virtual, y'all. We do it through Google Meet. So let me show you guys how to join the FB community for all my action takers. So shout out to all my action takers that's betting on themselves, doing their biggest one. It's to the top for y'all because anybody that's attached to me, anybody that learned from under me and that's serious, that I got the right mindset, it's automatically to the top. We automatically elevate. So let me show you guys how to join the exclusive FB community. The only way to join the community is to become a student. This is not a free group that anybody can come in here and wear us out for free. You have to pay to get access to me. My energy is very exclusive and it's very expensive. So the only way to get access to me is to become a student or be somebody I want to get next to that got good energy. Because if not, I don't want you around me. I'm very intentional about who I have around me, and that's why I'm so successful in life. So let me show all my students and all my action takers how to get into the FB community. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to FB and type in this independent housing community. This is what it looks like, y'all. You're going to type in independent housing community, and then the question is going to ask you some questions. Make sure you put the email you purchased with to be approved. Everything is on sale, Keisha. Go look at my, if you click on the storefront, it's listed there. So once you guys invest in your replays and invest in your bundles, make sure you go request the FB community. This is where you're going to get your ongoing support. This is where you get your questions answered. This is where you can come and vent. This is where you can attend the monthly meetups. Where is my custom life from? I don't know. It was a gift. I'm going to have to find out. I'll find out for you. It was a gift, though. So this is the group that don't forget to join this, y'all. This is the most important part. The replay in the bundle is amazing, but this is the group is what's going to really take y'all to another level, because there is power in community. There is power in community. And honestly, y'all, success is contagious. Energy is contagious. And that's why we don't do negativity in our groups. The minute we find out somebody on some scam stuff, the minute we find out somebody being negative in the chat, we boot them out the group, because we don't get down like that. We only want successful, serious people. And that's why yesterday's price is not today's price, because when you have low prices, it attracts a lot of riffraff. And we not doing that in 2026. We getting rid of all the dead weight for 2026. So I only want intentional people that's in this group. People that's not playing games, people that's not trying to scam nobody, people that's not trying to steal knowledge and do weird stuff. This ain't that, y'all. This is a real community that we really pouring into y'all, and we want to see y'all win. We even have an inner circle, y'all, where we pour even extra. We learning about credit. We learning about real estate. So it gets bigger than housing, y'all. My business partner, y'all, he has a non-emergency transportation company. And what I tell y'all is housing is just the foundation. There's so many ways to make money and get to a bag in this business outside of just housing, y'all. And we get into that inside the community. You can do non-emergency transportation. There's so many other income streams that comes from your housing program. And a lot of people don't know that, but we give up that sauce inside the community. Just purchase a bundle. Shout out to you. So for everybody that just got their bundle, type got it in the chat. And remember, whoever was the first 3 to purchase, they get a free coaching call with me. So I'm going to look when I get off of here, and then I'm going to send y'all some emails so y'all can book y'all call. But make sure that y'all watch y'all replay all the way through before you get on the call with me, so I can answer all your questions. Is there anybody else that did not get it that need help? Say help. If you need help with me showing you how to get it, type help in the chat. And then, because I have to go. Yes, I'm a financial counselor, and this part is just a stepping stone, that part. And that's how you have to see it. Block out the noise, start something, and you never know what one business might take you. I never knew that independent housing would put me in a position to come up here and teach y'all how to become financially free. Because honestly, y'all, I was just trying to figure it out for myself. And then I've been doing this since 2021. I just started teaching y'all last year. I'm not the type of person, I'm not going to sit up here and learn something and try to do a money grab and make money. No, I really need to immerse myself in the business. I need to take my bumps and bruises, because when I'm teaching y'all from a real place of experience. Somebody that's really boots on the ground, that's really still in the field. I still go to my houses, and I'm going to take y'all to work with me next week. I'm going to go to one of the houses. I'm going to bring y'all to work with me next week on live. So make sure y'all tune in next week to the live. I'm going to show you guys real live what it looks like, how to set your house up. I'm going to give y'all a house tour. I'm going to show y'all some of my people, because I do this in real life. So, and they're very entertaining. And if you one of my day ones, you've been to my houses 1,000 times through live. So, but I know I have a lot of new followers. I have a lot of new supporters. So I'm going to show y'all how I started out. Help. Okay. So let me show Rosie. Let me show my TikTok community how to get the replay. So what you're going to do, how to get the replay to bundle, you're going to click on my profile picture up top. Once you click up top, it's going to take you to a box with my picture and my name. Click on that again, and it's going to bring you to my profile. When you get to my profile, right under on my BIO, you're going to click where it says Stan. Once you click Stan, y'all, it's the first two in my BIO. The bundle and the replay. And it's going back up when I get off of here. And I might snatch it up my bio. So I might snatch it out when I get off of here. Hello, everyone. I've been missing your lives, but I'm back. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Uncle Troy. How do you join the FB community? Are you a student? So, for everybody that's investing in themselves and doing a biggest one, welcome to the winning team. It's to the top. There's no other teacher that's given the success that my students have besides Up the Score, and he's my business partner. So, let me show you how to join the FB community for all my action takers, all my heavy hitters, and my students. It's to the top for us, 2026. We elevating. So, we're going to go to FB and you're going to type in independent housing community. Y'all have to physically type this in your search bar on FB, y'all. You're going to have to physically type it. And then on the question box, make sure you type the email that you purchased with to be approved. This is not a free situation. You have to invest to get access to me. Listen, y'all. Y'all think I don't practice what I preach? I invested in 2 7-figure coaches this month in January. And it wasn't cheap, y'all. I invested a pretty penny I'm always a person, I'm addicted to personal development. I'm addicted to personal growth. So I am not afraid to spend money. Y'all be so scared to spend money and invest in yourself. It's a part of the game. You have to spend money to make money in this life. Nobody's going to teach you the game for free. Nobody's going to teach you their sauce for free. I sat here, I pay people. I pay 7-figure coaches to teach me their strategies, to teach me their methods. Nothing was handed to me, y'all. You're going to have to invest in yourself and stop being scary. For somebody that's saying how much, if you click on my profile, it shows you. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. So, hold on. Can I repeat what? I forgot what I said. Oh, yeah, coaching is important, y'all. Like, listen. And I'm about to spend a nice bag on my business. I'm about to spend a nice bag on my business for January. And guess what? It's going to bring me a whole lot of money, but that ain't how much money it's going to bring me. I don't put y'all in my business, but it's going to be a nice, pretty penny. So how to join? So if you want to become a student, what you're going to do is you're going to click on my profile. It's going to take you to my page. Click on where it says STAN store. And it's the second and the third link. So the bundle is the best thing to start with. The bundle comes with the replay, which is almost 3 hours long, and it comes with the forms that you need to run your housing program successfully. I have students that have started in any city in any state with no experience. I've had felons. I have students that are felons that are up and running, that have multiple houses. I have students that just came home from prison. He just touched down last month. He already got a house. Make it make sense. Y'all clearly don't want it bad enough. There is no excuse. For you to sit here and say you don't have money, we got felons coming home fresh off of prison, got a house within 30 days. He just got his bundle last month. Like, what are we talking about? You just don't want it bad enough. But here, y'all, let me show you how to get the group. I gotta go. But this is a community for all the students. And once you watch your replay, y'all, I tell you how to get into the group in the replay as well. So just make sure you watch your replay all the way through. Independent housing community is what you type in the search bar on FB. Make sure you answer the questions. Put the email you purchased with to be approved, because you have to be a student to get access to our exclusive community. And make sure you have a profile picture. So if you don't have an FB page, just put any profile picture. It doesn't have to be of you. I know some people like to be low key. It can be a picture of a pet, of anything, but just make sure you have a profile picture when you request, and then the admin will approve you in. But thank you guys. I hope you guys were inspired tonight. I hope I motivated y'all to take action, start you something that you can be proud of and change your life. And it's to the top for me and mine. I'll see y'all at the top. Have a good night.